The oldest tennis tournament in the world may be steeped in history, but that doesn't stop the common folk like you and I from enjoying a match, a traditional cup of Pimm's, or donning our Wimbledon whites. This is Sports Curious, presented by Last Night's Game. I'm your host, Amy Butchon-Siegfried. Happy to have you here. We're going to talk a little bit like the Royals when we're discussing this year's Wimbledon tournament. So this is obviously the most popular tennis tournament, and there's a lot of really fun things to talk about besides tennis. It's so interesting, right? That's what we do here. Find the interesting stuff around the sports, not necessarily about what's happening on the field or on the court. So with that, let's dive in to Kate Middleton's favorite sporting event, Wimbledon. There's a strict dress code at the prestigious tournament requiring players to wear all white. Now, rumor has it that in the beginning it was because it looked proper and it also didn't show sweat, but that's not completely confirmed, so take it for what you would like. We all know that nothing ruins your summer Wimbledon whites like a little bird poop. Luckily, you don't have to worry about that at Wimbledon. Rufus is a specially trained hawk that keeps those pooping pigeons away from the grounds. Like a good predator, Rufus flies above the grounds of the tournament for about 1 hour around 9 a.m. on most mornings before the gates open to keep these pesky birds away. Here's a little did you know. Wimbledon is the largest single annual sporting event in Europe from a catering perspective. Spectators consumed over 276,000 glasses of Pimm's to wash down the 18,061 servings of fish and chips in previous years. Although those numbers might be a little lower as fan capacity is limited to 50% occupancy this year, until the men and women's finals when the stadium will be around 100% capacity. On the competitors' side, the tournament serves around 4,242 servings of sushi, 6,147 servings of pasta to their racket-wielding athletes. The tennis balls are replaced every 7 to 9 games to make sure they're kept in perfect shape. It's no wonder that more than 53,000 tennis balls are used during the 2-week tournament. But did you know that tennis balls used to be white or black, not yellow? They were changed to yellow to make it easier for the TV viewer to see the ball, but Wimbledon was a late adopter to the color change. They waited until the 80s. Grunting is something no longer left to gremlins and grumpy old men. Even the classiest of tennis players vocalize their play. While you may think this is a new thing, Monica Seles and Jimmy Connors are known as the original creators of the tennis grunt. The loudest one on the court? Well, that's Russia's Maria Sharapova at 105 decibels. That's the equivalent of standing next to an accelerating motorcycle. The biggest news of Wimbledon is who isn't going to be there. Naomi Osaka and Rafael Nadal have both dropped out of the tournament. Nadal has even dropped out of the Olympics. But instead of looking at the glass half empty, let's talk about how Serena Williams will be there going for her record-tying 24th Grand Slam win, or that two of the biggest names in men's tennis, Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic, will take the court. Djokovic has won the first 2 Grand Slam tournaments, also known as majors, this year. Wimbledon is the 3rd major of the year and the only one played on grass courts. Well, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for joining us. Now you are set when Wimbledon starts on Monday, June 28th, and it runs all the way through July 11th. So there's a little 4th of July fun in there for you. You know, take it all in, enjoy it all, have a cup of Pimm's. Maybe that'll be our Water Me Wednesday cocktail one of these weeks. If you don't follow us on Instagram, check us out, especially on Wednesdays for Water Me Wednesday. If you need a good book to saddle up poolside with, head on over to our website at lastnightsgame.com and check out our 7 must-read books for the summer. The list was created by you, for you, featuring your favorite books. If you love the free content you receive every week, head on over to wherever you get your podcast and hit that subscribe button. Apple Podcast users, we would love it if you would leave us a review. We read all of those, and as always, if you ever have feedback, send me a note at amy@lastnightsgame.com. I am here for you. I want to make sure you are getting the information and you're learning what you need and you're entertained and maybe laughing along the way. With that, we will see you here next week for another episode of Sports Curious. Stay safe, friends. Wash your hands.